Hi guys, I'm pretty excited about today's video because it's new to me, but the video I saw explaining it was 2012, so I guess it's not new to a lot of other, maybe none of you, but it was fun. It's fast, but it doesn't look fast. Here is a Valentine one I did. And what happens is you can put your, decorate it any way you want, put your sentiment, your message, whatever. And then in the center there's a square. It's called a Pinwheel Tower card. And so then you can display it, or the recipient can display it on a shelf and on a table, and no matter what side you're on, it's really cool and decorated. So there's the Valentine one I made. Here's one that I followed her directions and she did this one. And this is for your sentiment. And this is a silhouette one using some of the modern stamps and dies that we have. And here's one I used the old bee paper. I noticed I got it crooked and added a bee, added a sentiment, and 3 inches by 1/2 inch if you want to add a pop-up. And even with the pop-ups, look how flat that, that goes down. Look how flat that is so that you can mail it in a regular envelope. Here's a winter one I did using penguin paper. And some I did flat and some I did 3D. Here's a birthday one I did with some really old sparkle paper that I've had on hand. That's one thing too. You're using a lot of scraps because you don't use much paper. You'll see in just a minute how you can use your scraps, and so we're always looking for places to do that. So what you start with is, I started with typing paper, but she also said you can use DSP because it's thinner than cardstock. Cardstock will make, you can use cardstock, but it makes it a lot more bulky. So you start with a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch piece of typing paper or DSP. You scored it 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you have a little 1/4 inch strip. You're going to put glue on that, fold it in half. Put glue on that, fold it in half, and you glue it together like that. And you have a square like this. And I did it ahead of time so it would be dry, nice and dry. And then you have whatever your background is. Like I used black on most of mine, but whatever you choose for your cardstock for the background, you need 4 pieces of that at 4 1/2 by 2 3/4. No, 4 1/4 by 2 3/4, excuse me. And then your DSP to put on that, you need 4 pieces by 4 by 2 1/2. And for the little strips, you need 4 by 1 1/2. And we'll put that together and you'll see how fast it goes. So you're going to put, I think my camera is way off today for some reason. You're going to put glue on one strip and take one of your sections, and you're going to butt it up right against the fold line, and then turn it and put glue on the very next section. And the little piece that you got to go with that, you're going to set it aside because that will be the last piece you put on. So you're going to take your next larger section and you're going to butt it right up against the fold again. And what I do is I just make sure I can turn it this way without this getting in the way. And then you're going to take your small strip that you have to go with that sheet, and you glue it right on here. Then you're going to flip this. You're going to put your glue on that very next section again. Take your larger one, butt it again right up against, and then like I said, I make sure I can twirl this around without any interference. And then put that smaller strip that you have, put that smaller strip on this side. And one more time for the whole thing. I'm going to put it this way. It looks weird, but it won't when you get it done. And glue on that last section. Put your last large piece on, butt it again up against that. And again, I try to make sure that it will close just fine, or move just fine. Yep. And then you're next to the last small piece. You're going to put it right there, and then you're going to turn it, and your first piece that you put on, now you're going to put on the coordinating piece that goes with it, that you chose to go with it. But look at all the scraps we're using, or small pieces, and how much fun it is actually, and how fast. So here you go, and then now you just put on your anything you want for sentiments, greetings, decorations, and this is how it is. And then see how it goes around. So it's called a Pinwheel Tower card. So then you just decorate it, and you've got your card. So I would love to see if you come up with any of these. You're going to realize how fast it is and how little paper it takes, which is really nice. And most of it is all paper that does your designing for you, which is nice too. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you give it a try. Thank you.